Alright, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Tribulations. Last time, we did some detectiving with Detective Gumshoe and found out that Miss Dodom's staff is nothing to be concerned with. It is just a regular wooden staff, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And also, we went and told Edgeworth that Iris has a sister, and his sister is a murderer in a couple different ways.
Did you just say his sister?
Did I say his?
It sounded like you said his.
I might have said his.
Yeah.
Well,
or maybe you said Iris's, but it sounded like his. Anyways. It's Dahlia. Dahlia's the murderer.
Yes. Can you hear that at all?
I can't hear shit. Just go.
The fuck? Okay.
Don't talk about your dog parade. Just go.
It's
Present the Magatama. You're wasting time.
Alright, fine.
People came here to be entertained. Not to hear you babble about the dogs going on outside having a fight club.
Okay. Anyway, night of the crime. We did a bit of this already.
Yeah.
So let's just go through this. And Bikini.
Take that!
Bikini did the thing. She saw the thing.
Okay. Nah, testimony.
Testimony.
She said she didn't leave. Clearly did. Okay.
Gave me the thing.
So, the next thing is there was two of you.
There was two of you.
And then we present Dolly. Go. Sorry, I got hiccups.
Hiccups. Anyway, there's two of you.
Present that bitch.
Take that!
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps?
Ah!
That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's nothing to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Kurain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's a secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I had been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last night.
Just as I suspected.
Ugh. Sorry.
Iris, this is Rahini saw in the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me about this before?
Because Because my sister always does the right thing.
Okay. Alright. Excuse me.
Because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? The traitor.
Yeah. Oh.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It twisted her entire destiny.
Oh hell nah! She didn't have to kill Doug Swallow, and she didn't have to get her boyfriend killed either. Like, it don't even be like, oh, it's all my fault. Like, don't even, girl. I don't want to hear that shit.
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
Hell nah! Don't you be blaming yourself for your sister's shit.
She ain't having it.
It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It's no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father. That's awful.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge?
I mean, to be fair, he abandoned one of the girls here and then took the other one with him. And then he, like, remarried and had another daughter, Valerie.
Yeah.
So, like, that kind of makes sense. I mean, he abandoned one of the twins. Like, who the hell would do that?
And took them away from the mother in the first place.
Yeah, there was actually social experiments done, I think, in, like, the 60s? Like, the 60s or 50s? I can't remember, honestly, where they, mothers of twins, had their babies taken away from them and put in separate homes to see how they would react growing up. Actually, hold on. Let me
research.
Well, I keep going, but yeah, I want to make sure this is true.
Okay, go ahead. I will
I
continue.
think it is.
What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her, she took over as the master of Kurain.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
Before long, the credibility of the Kurain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. after that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when we came here to Hazakari Temple.
Yes, the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
I hadn't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seed stolen from her, being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually, emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
So, apparently it's a study that's seemingly ongoing. But there was another thing that I found too, that apparently they did like a twin separation during the Holocaust.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing that's also a bad thing that happened. Yeah, but there was a lot of, when I was searching, there was a lot of stuff for like twins separated at birth, re-meet after like 5 years or something. So, yeah, it is a thing. I just thought it was like more of a boom in like the 60s, but maybe not. But I knew it was a thing. I knew there was a thing that went on. Like it was a study that they've been doing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan.
That's what it looks like. There's one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Thalia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she gained relations with a certain college student in order to hide away the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Okay.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Thank you. Suppose I better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. One giant secret from a tiny little lady. Pearl's psychologue. Alright. We're coming for Pearl's secrets.
We're gonna get you, Pearl. We're gonna get you.
Tell us all of them.
Tell us everything.
Tell us what you did.
What did you done do?
Look at that. They really did make a fire. Right in the middle of the shack.
The
That has to be dangerous.
You mean front of the shack?
It's a front.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Ha! You're too late, Nick. Came here for one of our potatoes, but already polished them off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Pearls, it's your turn. So,
Knox.
you and your mini cyclops. After near the night of the murder, you're supposed to be in Elise Totem's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Dotem's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. The night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you?
The inner temple.
The inner temple, because you're stranded there for like a day or two. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not gonna open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? The next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm gonna take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this.
Maya.
Maya!
Take that!
Tell us what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
Ah!
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course.
Yeah, and you signed her up for it.
Yeah.
I signed up for your special course.
Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wahaha. Ho ho ho. Sister Peony scared you what she said, didn't she? Because it was you who introduced Tazaguri Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
So we're clear now that you went to the inner temple on that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. Yeah, what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard that the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How do you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
Sure, the lights out bell. The temple bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She's trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why are you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh, I
think I know why. The reason you're so worried about that bell was because of this.
The burnt letter.
Because of the burnt letter, because it says the lights out bell right there.
Take that!
You given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I'm assuming you recognizes these pieces of paper.
Where did you...
And the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? I know.
As you can see, last portion has been burnt, but the last section is still very legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit are you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and the purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls is supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was...
Dahlia.
Yeah.
Take that!
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name in the that was the name in the letter. Just as suspected. Was it Iris whose sister Peony met at the inner temple that night?
Bacana.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so.
If only
Pearls
she
doesn't have
knew.
a clue. Yeah, she doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister.
That too. But if only she knew what kind of person she was, like we do.
Yeah. But the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. Because you have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow?
Morgan
It
Fay.
was your mom.
Take that!
Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you?
But,
But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
how did you...
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay.
What?
Alright, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick.
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Hun?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, well, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
You'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. Guess let's prove some more evidence then. More things should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Oh, how do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were very carefully following the instructions you've been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it.
A hanging scroll.
The hanging scroll with gravy all over it.
Because gravely roast the master.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging roll, wasn't it?
Ah! What? Why would I do that? Do something like that?
There was no that. Said it
same
anyways.
thing. Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among the others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Totem on the night of the murder?
Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says quickly. That's kind of a tough word.
Sure, Miss Totem taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I think it was a bit strange. Guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. couldn't even manage to burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Now don't fucking lie to me ever again. Hell no. Won't have none of that shit.
That night you did go to the temple. A pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy.
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I'm sure it was the master's brain, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area.
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why don't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Anyway, you find yourself trapped at the inner
forget this
temple.
part. So what were you saying?
Yeah.
Yes, when I woke up it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore and there was no one in the training hall. Thought everyone had left me because I overslept. Threw the letter into the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and
let Austin steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry.
Rude.
Gosh.
Well,
Button
the other
into
thing
our
that's like
story?
interesting too is like she was afraid that everyone left her behind. Yeah, they burned an entire bridge just
Yeah.
to leave you behind. Like what?
Yeah,
Didn't
don't
happen.
don't literally burn your bridges, people. That's what happens. You end up like Pearl, and then you get mad and you throw gravy on a scroll. That's what happens. Throw gravy all over your pictures. Anyway, lost powers.
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit.
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get down, Pearl. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come fly to the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what that is anyway?
It could happen if someone else is already channeling the same spirit.
Which is what was happening.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. What? That would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled your spirit for Pearl's could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yep.
I'm a failure. couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. Definitely need to find out more about it. About the letter. That's not the right button. Oops.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month she told me. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be good. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully. I'll tell you where the letter is hidden.
How could she have planned this so far in advance?
I know, right? It's nuts.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms doing anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her.
Why is Larry even here?
Because he lives here. He's a hobo.
That's
Leave him alone.
I mean, Mystic Maya is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess so, Pearls. Huh.
There was a picture with her letter too.
A picture.
A picture of Dahlia, so she knew what she looked like.
A Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
You don't know shit.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Ew.
Huh. That's sure it's pretty strange. Someone had opened it already. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. Your mother is watching over us.
She's not dead yet, Jesus.
So I'm
Is she?
sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
She's not. Her age is listed as question.
True. Look at that smile on her face.
I'm pretty sure if she was dead, it would say her age was deceased.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it says Mia and for Dahlia.
that's true. What am I supposed to say to her? Ha!
What the
Oh,
fuck?
hey. I finally figured it out, have you, Trey? I finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is.
Oblivious.
Did I say what I...
You said obvious. It was
Yes,
oblivious.
I did. Godo, stop fucking
You know,
correcting
I'm
me.
still mad at you, Gato. Still mad at you.
Then just the secret cavern looks like a freaking a puzzle workshop. Guy's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Mia Fey isn't coming back. What?
What?
You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It's your job to protect her, Trey. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey.
Oh.
Two sisters caught up in the worst
You
circumstances.
said Mia. I think you were supposed to say Maya.
Did I?
Yeah.
I can't
Because
fucking
you said
read.
Mia is not
okay?
coming back. I think it was supposed to be Maya is not coming back because then he says you failed to save Mia.
I don't know. I can't read. I'm too focused on trying to fucking... I don't know. I realize that, but... And you're the only one who's by their sides. The only one who could save them. But I didn't know anything that was going on. What did I just say, Trait? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court
And
tomorrow.
I don't mean gumshoe.
Once and for all.
What music is this? What?
Mr. Nick? Is what that man just said true?
I'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now you are to take the place at the head of the Fae clan. My last great wish. Seems I was just in time.
Woo!
To be continued.
Oh shit!
Anyway, yes. Next time, court.
Nope.
Well,